Notes on the experiment. Gloves must be worn when conducting the experiment. This would serve as a safety precaution when flame is used. Furthermore, keep a wet rag handy at all times. Be mindful of the flame when dropping wax. The matches may be put closer to each other, but make sure that they are not touching each other. Try not to get any wax on matches that are already standing on the ruler so that they will not fall. It might be difficult to handle a match because it tends to stick to the gloves. To circumvent this, use a tweezer to get a match. The same could be used to put the matches in place. A foam board is placed on top of the beaker so that water vapor cannot escape, which may affect the experimental results. The diameter of the holes should be the same as that of the rods. The holes can be used to keep the rods in place, keep them upright, and prevent them from touching each other. When choosing the rods, check that they have the same shape, length, and diameter. This would ensure a fair test. The temperature of the hot water should be no more than 70 degrees Celsius. Soak the rods for about 1 to 3 minutes. After soaking, the metal rod will be hot, so please ask students to be careful. Crushed tea leaves are added to help us observe how water flows. As such, they may be replaced with other materials like finely chopped wood, ground pepper, or eraser crumbs. Only a small amount of tea leaves is needed. About 1/10 of a bag is enough. If too much is added, the liquid will be dark and it will be hard to observe the convection of water. When using an alcohol lamp, keep a wet rag ready in case the alcohol lamp tips over or someone gets burned. Use ethanol for efficient burning. The greater the temperature difference between the hot and cold bottles, the more evident the convection of smoke. So when conducting the experiment, ask students to soak the bottle in hot water for a long time. The same goes for the bottles soaked in cold water. Doing so will make the smoke convection more visible. Since we cannot see air, we have to use the flow of smoke to visualize the flow of air inside the bottle. When removing the bottle from the beaker with hot water, make sure to hold it from its mouth. This is because the mouth is colder compared to the other parts of the bottle. Doing so will prevent students from getting burned. When two bottles are stacked on top of each other, it is easy for the mouths to become misaligned, like so. As such, ask students to hold the mouth of both bottles to prevent them from falling. When removing the glass plate, do not do it slowly. Otherwise, most of the smoke will escape, making it difficult to observe convection. Do not do it too fast either, since the bottles might tip over. After inserting the thermometer through the hole, do not push it all the way to the bottom of the cup. Just insert it halfway through the cup. If there is no sunlight, use a light bulb instead. However, ask students to stay away from the light source to avoid getting burned. The distance between each cup and the light source should be the same. If the distances are different, the amount of heat received by each cup will vary. When the sun is used as the light source, make sure that the cups are not in each other's shadow. This would ensure a fair test.